Hi, it's Talk to Me Tuesday, and it is the 3rd of November. And I've got a really quick video tonight because I haven't done a huge amount of crafty because last week was half term, which meant that the kids were home from school, my husband was home from work. We did lots of family things together rather than me being in here sewing. So the kids have now gone back to school, so I'm now cracking on and getting some things finished. Most of the things I'm finishing at the moment are, you've seen before, they're kind of Christmassy things. So I've got this one to bind, and this one's all bound and backed, and then I've got the other couple of small ones down there to bind. They've all been quilted now. I managed to find the fabric that I picked for the shelves for my POD, and it is this fabric, which I'm not sure you can see very well. It's basically I think it's a Moda Marbles or something like that. A cheaper branded, not branded, but a cheaper equivalent. But is it a cheaper equivalent? Let's have a look. Nothing on the salvage. Oh, there we go. It's Macawa spray time. Oh, not Moda Marbles at all, but it's kind of like this leather colour, and I just thought it'd make quite nice bookshelves for my POD, which will be coming out next week for me to crack on and get that finished. And the only thing I have that I've finished is a Christmas sack that I was asked to make. So it's like this. It's for a little girl called Imogen, and it's just a big sack with a boxed bottom and drawstrings. When you put it up, it kind of looks like that. But yeah, that's my only commission this year so far, and I meant for Christmas. I'm hoping not to get too many, because last Christmas I ended up spending the whole of November and December making things that other people that they paid for, so yeah, I can't complain too much. But it just meant I didn't do any of the things that I wanted to do for my family for Christmas, and it became a bit of a chore, like making 20 stockings. I didn't make 20, but I ended up making sort of 15 Christmas stockings, and like making pillows is lovely. Cushions is what I mean by pillows. Over here we call them pillows, but they're cushions in America. And making cushions, like Minecraft cushions, and cushions with people's names on them and dates of birth, that's all lovely and everything, but once you've made 10 in a month, and I made something like 8 tooth fairy pillows, and it just became an absolute chore, and they were all exactly the same, so it's kind of like there's no variety. So this year I'm kind of really keeping it down to bare minimum. So that Christmas sack I was asked to make by my son's teacher, who's just left to have another baby. That's for her first daughter. So I don't mind doing things like that, but the problem is you can't charge what you've actually spent in terms of time on it. It's just impossible. In this country, people don't want to pay. They want personalised and handmade, but they want to pay what they pay in our equivalent of Target, in Primark. So yeah, it gets very frustrating, and people kind of question you on prices and look shocked, and when you say, oh, that's £25, they go, oh god, that's a lot of money, and it's like, well, yeah, it's a lot that goes into these things. So this year I'm kind of just not going down that route. I'm just sewing for me, because of doing the things that I want to do for my family and things that I really love doing. Anyway, rant over. On another note, I won the prize this month, which came at a really good time for me, because November is a really difficult month for me. It's my birthday, middle of the month, and it's my mum's birthday on November the 5th, which in this country is bonfire night. Which, if you didn't know the story, it's when a whole group of people tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament. A guy called Guy Fawkes and a whole load of other men tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament, so we celebrate by blowing stuff up. So we have lots of fireworks and there's bonfires and people have barbecues and things like that. So I suppose it's like 4th of July for us, but without some of the attachment, because obviously your 4th of July is your independence, whereas for us it's just, yay, we stop people blowing stuff up. So yeah, it's like that. It goes nuts over here. We have fireworks for like 2 weeks. People go silly. But when I was growing up as a kid, it was my mum's birthday, so we always had fireworks, and we had a barbecue in the freezing cold, and my dad would hang over a firework, lighting it with a cigar hanging out of his mouth. And I might have touched on it before, but I lost both my parents 8 years ago in the same year. My dad died in the July and my mum died in the October, and then November is her birthday. So it's a very funny time of year for me, and so I'm feeling very emotional at the moment. So winning that prize just really meant a lot, and so yeah, just thank you. Yeah, I don't want to go down on a downer, but if I don't see myself, that is why. It's because it's a strange time of year, and I really miss having my mum around, as you can imagine, especially because she wasn't around when I had the kids or married my husband. She'd met my husband, but she wasn't around when we got married. We got married the year after they passed. So yeah, it's a very interesting time of year for me, and I'm trying not to become a downer about it, and but it's hard. I suppose everybody will know, because I'm sure everybody has lost someone that they love, and my heart goes out to you, and my prayers are always with you all. And before I start crying, I'm going to wrap it up there and say hopefully I will be happier next week. Who knows? I might be even more down. Let's just play this one by ear. And I love speaking to you all. I love watching your videos. I love this community, because it means that no one ever gets bored of me showing stuff that I've made and having to go, oh yeah, that's great, while in their head thinking, oh, stop putting things of sewing up. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there and go, and wish everybody a fantastically crafty week. And I will, all of those of you who are sick, please get well soon, because we miss you, and wrap up warm and take lots of echinacea and eat lots of fruit. And on that note, I'm going, so bye. I'll speak to you all next week. Bye.